Welcome to Permission to Be Human, the podcast. I'm your host, Mel Finlater, mother, coach, and curator of Permission to Be Human, the company and community. If you're a mom, know a mom, or want to be a mom, and you crave getting out in the world to make a difference, then you're in the right place. This is a space for moms like you to connect with yourself, your purpose, and your big, audacious dreams. Because when you feel your best, you can better you, your family, and the wider world. Let's do this. Hello, and welcome to our very first episode of this type, where I am going to do a little micro episode. You can get this done in just a few minutes listening to this, and I will give you a specific thing, a specific tool that you can go away and use right now to increase your positive emotions. Now, what is a positive emotion? It's the ones generally that help us feel really good, right? So yes, they have positive and negative emotions is often the words that are used in the positive psychology world. Note that positive doesn't mean good, negative, bad. There is no negative emotion. We are all human, permission to be human, as stated in this podcast. However, positive emotions are the ones that generally we want to have lots of. So let's increase them, right? Things like awe and hope and joy and connectedness. There's so many that make us feel those warm fuzzies inside. And the more we can increase those, which we can actually do intentionally through activities like this, the better we're going to feel. And the more connected we're going to feel to ourselves, and the more likely that we're going to go and dream up and do our big audacious dreams. So today's is a beautiful piece of research that was done by Passmore H.A. and Holder M.D. in 2016, and the research is called Noticing Nature, Individual and Social Benefits of a 2-Week Intervention. And I will pop that in the link for afterwards, because I think you should always be able to fact check what you're doing, and you can see the science behind it. However, I'm going to really focus today on what you can do to increase those positive emotions in your life that is proven in this research, which they did over 2 weeks. So here's what you can do. It's really simple, and we all know that it's not easy to add in a new habit to our lives. So bear that in mind. Give yourself grace if you forget one day, and just pop on the next day. Or if you notice that the evening when you're going to bed that you didn't do it that day, then just forgive yourself and do it the next, right? Okay. So here's how you do it. It's as simple as this. Every single day, and I'm going to give you a challenge to do this for 10 days straight. And I will repeat this later on, but in those 10 days straight, we're going to be posting on it on Facebook or on Instagram and using the hashtag permission to notice nature. Hashtag permission to notice nature. Okay. And then we'll do that together, and we can all check out what we're doing on there and keep ourselves accountable to those 10 days. Okay, so for each day, I want you to be mindful of the natural elements of nature that is around you, right? So that can be trees or leaves or the ant that you saw when you were walking down the street, or the animal or water. It can be so many things. Nature is huge, right? Or sometimes it might just be the cool plant that you hung by the window and how the leaves look like they're going a slightly different direction today. And you can really, really notice it. So notice that it's there, but also let yourself feel whatever comes by noticing it, right? And really give yourself a moment to truly experience the nature that is around you. That only might take 10 seconds. It might take a minute. It is totally up to you and where you are in your day. But let yourself experience that nature. And then when you find a bit of nature that does naturally evoke a stronger emotion in you. So for me, it might be when I drive by the lake in the morning to drop my kids off, and the way the sun gleams on the water and almost bounces off is just absolutely stunning to me, and always every single day evokes a lot of emotion in me. I'm like, wow, look how beautiful that is, right? So I'm experiencing awe in that moment. So when you do find a piece of nature or a natural object that does evoke a stronger emotion in you, I want you to take a picture of it, right? So if you're driving like I was in that moment, maybe not take a picture of that one, but maybe I do on the way back. I can pull over, I can use my camera safely. But take a picture of it. And then when you are able to, ideally right away, but when you're able to, upload it onto social media if you'd like to join the joint challenge on Facebook or Instagram with the hashtag permission to notice nature. Or if you just want to keep it to yourselves in a little digital notebook somewhere, it doesn't matter. The point is, take the picture, notice nature, notice the emotion that it brings you. Take the picture and then write about the emotion that it is bringing. So why did you choose that particular piece of nature to take a picture of? And really allow yourself to experience what it is that you're taking a picture of and how that nature makes you feel. Now, important side note, especially if you choose to do this publicly, please do not worry about how good the photograph is. This isn't about, it's not a photography competition, right? This is about the feelings that is evoking in you, that the nature is evoking, not about how good your picture is. So please don't allow yourself to get caught up in perfectionism or people pleasing and trying to make it look really good for somebody else. This is about you and how doing this will make you feel. So that's it. And do that for 10 days straight. 10 days straight. And post it online. And the research shows that you will increase your positive emotions by doing this. In the study, they had two groups, one that did pictures of nature and one that did pictures of buildings and more human-built environments. And the nature one much more than the rest. It increased the positive emotion a lot more than the rest. And how amazing is that, right? In fact, I'll read you exactly what it says here. It says, afterward, they answered survey questions about their feelings and values. Compared to the other groups, the participants who focused on nature reported feeling more positive emotions and elevation, a sense of awe, inspiration, and transcendence recently, being kinder and more helpful towards other people, and feeling a greater sense of connectedness to others and the world around them. How amazing is that? And I would it doesn't say it in the study. I imagine they start to feel more connected to themselves as well, right? You start to feel more like you. So get out in nature. I love nature. This is why I am launching my coaching in nature sessions, because for those people that are near me, if they're able to get out and experience nature together, all of these things that we just talked about can be so much more amazing than the beauty of coaching already. So I'm really excited to be putting that out there. If you're on Vancouver Island, then please do message me and we can figure out how to make that happen for you. But in the meantime, get yourself out in nature. Do this little micro activity. Just notice and allow yourself to experience nature every single day. How amazing is that? I'll be joining it as well, and I look forward to seeing your posts on hashtag permission to notice nature. That is it, folks. This has been Mel Finlater on Permission to Be Human, the podcast, and I am so glad that you have joined us here today and hope that you have taken away some tidbits that will help you go away, connect with your big, audacious dream, and make that massive impact in the world that you are dying to make. If you liked today's episode, please, please, please Like it, share it. Think of one person. Think of one person that you think would also like it and send it on over to them. Let's get this out there and more moms feeling like themselves, inspired, dreaming big, and out there being them. Please do head on over to find me on Facebook with Permission to Be Human, or Instagram, or you can even pop me an email and say hello at permissiontobehumanalways@gmail.com. Say hello and let me know that you listened. What did you like about it? I would love to hear. If you didn't like it, I don't really want to know. Just kidding. You can share that if you want. I would love to know, however, who you are. Let's connect. Let's find out what you want more of. Yes, this is a newer podcast, so I want to hear from you and I want to make it what would be useful to you. As always, remember that you have permission to dream big, permission to feel big, and permission to be you. You have complete and full permission to be human. For real, you do.